On the break of dawn, 32 FM 94.9.
It's a beautiful Friday morning. Good morning to you, dear listener. You're on to 32 FM 94.9, the station that is filling the world with laughter. It's also called your Fenye station. It's Good Friday, and it's good to be here. We are to work. We're here to serve you the news. I'll be analyzing stories from the dailies. Of course, it's called the Break of Dawn Newspaper Review. Good morning once again. I am OLUTAYO, OGUNADE. GBEMISOLA is right here. We're doing this together this morning once again.
Good morning to you, Ty, and good morning to everybody listening to this frequency this wonderful Friday morning. Thank God it's Friday, even though it's a public holiday. But then I think it makes it a double kind of vacation for people. All right, I have with me Punch newspaper, Vanguard, Daily Post, and Independent newspaper. I'll take headlines from Punch newspaper now. Federal government threatens NAD as doctors begin strike after agreement. Federal government threatens NAD as doctors begin strike after agreement. NAF diverted Rivers $10 million armored helicopter to Boko Haram war. Wiki. Sokapu tackles Mieti Allah as herders claim 7 members killed. Controversy as customs invade Lagos market. Cut away rice money. How China-based businessman was abducted, died in kidnappers' den, ransom collected. 16 cultists on revenge mission arrested, paraded in Kwara State. 2 shot as ex-minister escapes death in Plateau attack. Herdsmen march at Ondo female farmer for resisting grazing on plantation. $1.5 billion refinery revamp bill can build 12 hospitals. Peterside. More headlines from Punch newspaper this morning from the business side. 1.5 billion naira refinery revamp bill can build 12 hospitals. I took that. Nigeria can feed itself. Many African countries. That's coming from Action Aid. Competition. Okay. AFCTA, UNDP join forces to promote intra-African trade. And also from the politics side, PDP fixes Southwest, Northwest, North Central Congresses for April 10. Nigeria lacks proper parties yet, says SOYEMI. No individual can choose a governor for Rivers people, Abe. APC extends registration exercise by 3 weeks.
And from Daily Trust, bandits invade military camp in Niger, kill soldiers. Kaduna resident have vomited blood after receiving COVID vaccine. How Najibat Sule, Nigerian beauty queen, was murdered in U.S. Air Force jets deployed against Boko Haram girls mission in Borno. After collecting 5 million naira ransom, kidnappers of cleric, 11 others dumped 4 corpses. Still from Daily Trust, APC extends registration as Matawale is set to join party. How enthusiastic Lagos fans received Super Eagles after 20 years absence. Let's see some more here. INEC begins voter registration June the 28th. Lagos dominate at National Under-18 21 Handball Championship. Parties not meeting yearnings of Nigerians. FIME. Parties not meeting yearnings of Nigerians. FIME. Oshun 2022. Adeleke will fly PDP ticket again. Odeyemi. Stop fake membership registration exercise. PDP tells APC. 4 winners. Let's move it from there. Do we have more from here? Let's go to another paper.
All right, Vanguard newspaper. Food scarcity is a source of insecurity. That's coming from a scientist. Attack on Soludo's strange development. APGA national chairman. Easter Kaduna government urges compliance with COVID-19 protocols. NSC opens April with 67 billion naira loss ahead of Easter celebrations. NIS warns Nigerians against fake marriages with foreigners. Don't be discouraged by attacks on police stations. Ipeazu's aide tasks police. Senate lampoons FCT IRS over 1 billion naira remittance to FIRS. And regarding Easter as well, IBDC deploys special team to mitigate disruption of electricity supply. NDLEA arrests Chadian, 35, for drug deal. Amechi solicits stiffer penalty for traffic offenders. APC extends nationwide membership registration revalidation exercise by 3 weeks. Akwa Ibom, man bags 3-year jail term for defiling minor. KDSG urges compliance with COVID-19 protocols on Easter. Ebonyi massacre, let's pray for God's intervention. In Easter, PDP tells Ebonyi citizens. Also, Senate President Lawan preaches love, hope, tolerance at Easter. Delta government to establish new secondary school at Otoyede. Apapa gridlock, Sanwo-Olu meets with stakeholders. And finally, from Ebonyi State, Council Chairman condemn attack, support law against open grazing.
And from Premium Times, assault CCT chairman's professional conduct called to question NBA, NCC shielding officials who stole public funds from prosecution. INEC to resume voters registration June the 28th. Chairman, killing of Soludo's security details adds to increasing attacks on police. COVID-19, Nigeria vaccinates over 800,000 people. Let's see some more from Premium Times. Bandits kill ex-councillor in Kaduna. Former Nigerian beauty queen shot dead in U.S. Suspected herdsmen attack farmer in Ondo. COVID-19, Abia, Taraba have lowest vaccinated population in Nigeria. NPHCDA. Wole Soyinka decorated as a Moteku Marshal. Police say investigations ongoing as group demands justice over a Ebonyi mass killing. Police arrest one person over deadly attack on Soludo official. Arms deal. Appeal court quashes 2.1 billion naira money laundering charges against media mogul Dr. C. Let's see another one.
Daily Post, EFCC Ilorin Zonal Office gets new head. Buhari asks Senate to confirm Justice Abdullahi as FCT Chief Judge. Soludo narrates attack in Anambra, murder of 3 policemen. Still on Soludo, police announce arrest of 4 additional suspects. Suspension of SUG excos. Nance gives Uniben 72-hour ultimatum. Akwa Ibom, police exhume corpse of kidnapped victim, kill 3 in gun battle. Most accidents caused by recklessness, not bad roads. Amechi. We bought 2 armored vehicles for Nigerian Air Force to fight sea pirates. They diverted them. Wike. Easter, Niger police announces measures to check crime as Christians celebrate. NAF jet on Boko Haram mission still missing after 24 hours. Anambra, how police used mobile phone to track one of Soludo's attackers. More headlines. Oyo Makinde inaugurates Lautech Governing Council. Ex-SGF Babachir Lawal opposes EFCC evidence on alleged 544 million naira fraud. Buhari reacts to death of Mohammed Marafa. Ohanes Ndigbo crisis. Acting president suspended. Eze Ndigbo allegedly dethroned in Cross River. Also, Wole Soyinka decorated as a Motekun Super Marshal in Ogun State. NIN not mandatory for voter registration. INEC. Governor Otom pledges support for federal education institutions in Benue State. And kidnapping in schools. Interfaith urges Governor El-Rufai to ensure security. Those are headlines from Daily Post.
And from the Guardian newspaper, let's see. WHO, Africa CDC, warn of COVID-19 surge as Christians mark Easter. NCDMB, NNPC order seal pact on methanol projects. Let's see some more from the Guardian newspaper. U.S. couple arrested in plan to join IS in Yemen. Wiki accuses federal government of diverting Rivers armored choppers to fight Boko Haram. INEC rejects NIN as voter registration begins the 20th of June. Soyinka wants to go Amotekun Corps against abuse of power. NDLEA nabbed Chadian Boko Haram drug supplier in Taraba, trans-border trafficker in Yobe. Nigerians without NIN risk 14-year jail term, says federal government. Last month, officers apprehend one-chance robbers on Lekki Ajaxis. Let's see some more from politics. How 2023 presidency pits North or North Central against South. I'll take that again. How 2023 presidency pits North or North Central against South. Southwest peace initiatives amid pervasive national insecurity. No going back on self-determination. Akintoye restates. From the business side of The Guardian, global travel tourism sector loses $4.5 trillion to pandemic. Nexim Bank launches 10 billion naira support for exporters. Let me take one more before we check out another paper. And it is right here. Let me see. Doctor strike paralyzes hospitals. Patients groan.
All right, moving on to independent newspaper. House Saraki Reconciliation Committee stopped PDP's hemorrhage. Failure of APC government responsible for secession agitation, OBI. Tariff reduction on imported vehicles will harm Nigerian environment, NES. Customs strike force recovers 1 billion naira from duty evading importers and smugglers. IMF extends emergency funding to struggling South Sudan. That's something from the foreign scene. Lone accidents claims driver's life in Anambra. FRSC. Okowa welcomes APC defectors, promises construction of new secondary school. Also, Yobe signs MOU with Mercy Corps. And this one says CP commiserates with Puff Ada, families of slain officers in Sokoto. Kalutos constituency projects in Bende, Ohafia local government areas. Failure to register for NIN may attract 7 to 14 years imprisonment. Easter, Lawan preaches love, hope, tolerance. And APC reconciliatory moves suffer setback ahead of 2023 elections. I think those are all the headlines I have from Independence newspaper.
Let me take some more here from the Nation newspaper. SOYEMI has no plan to take land for ranching. I will offer quality representation, says Abiru. Lagos government husband foreshore residents bicker over approval plan. U.S. report on Lekki shooting prejudicial, says Falano. Alleged 2.1 billion naira fraud. Appeal court frees Dr. C his firm. 2023 law on electronic voting needed. NIN not mandatory for voter registration, says INEC. Let's see some more from the Nation before we go on a break. NBA to probe CCT chair assault incident. Insecurity hurtful to economy, says IG. Kidnapping, banditry, 53 held in Oshun, Kwara, others. Only Oluwari can suspend. Logo Therese say Princess. One or two more before we go on a break. How plot to extend APC caretaker panel tenure was told. And strike paralyzes hospitals. We're going to break now. We'll be back.
0.9.
Must you go?
Babe, you know I must. Besides, you can always video call me.
Hey, what if your battery runs out?
I've got my power bank.
Hey, and when your power bank runs out?
Babe, I've got my laptop.
Okay, wait. What if your data runs out?
Babe, you know we never run out of data.
Never run out of data with Airtel Home Broadband Unlimited Ultra plans. Enjoy unlimited data with no speed cap plus extra data daily, so you never have to worry about running out. Visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to get started.
Babe, but I just left the house.
Yes, honey. It's video calling all the way.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Hey, now your house be this. It shock you. Enter kitchen, make I show you my double-door fridge. You never see anything, no. How una take manage am? New house, new fridge. Abeg show me the road, oh. My sister. Now landlord wahala na carry me go discover Adron Homes and Properties, oh. Adron Homes and Properties, now real estate company. We get integrity. Abeg talk to me. My husband called to give me money, oh. Before you know, no. We don't own our own home. Adron Homes can't give us key, give us fridge. Everything just changed for us. Hey!
Yes, so you selfie top up your family fund this Easter with only 25,000 naira initial deposit. Constantly spread your balance between 12 to 36 months with plenty gift we buckle for grab. Oya sharply call Adron Homes on 0703 040 2305 or 0803 394 8424.
láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ̀ yìí ń kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè? lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́ ó ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 081 68 73 7222.
Ìbàdàn 9 mobile 4G LTE ti balẹ̀ gùdẹ̀. àfihàn eré ìdárayá bí wọ́n ṣe ń gbà wọn ní yàjóyàjó á yàtọ̀. ìpè lórí fídíò àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ rẹ́kẹ̀ṣẹ̀ iṣẹ́ yóò máa lọ ní rọrùn kò sí yọnu. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o Ìbàdàn ẹ jẹ̀ gbádùn ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ ayélujára pẹ̀lú ojúlówó 4G LTE lórí àtẹ data 9 mobile gba gígábáìtì méjì pẹ̀lú wíwà lórí social media lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ fún ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà gígábáìtì méje pẹ̀lú wíwà lórí social media lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ fún ẹgbẹ̀rún kan lé lẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà àti gígábáìtì mẹ́ta àtààbọ̀ dátà lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lálẹ́ ní àwọn àṣàyàn olóṣooṣù fún dátà ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún kan náírà àti jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ tẹ *200*3*1# láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìlànà àtàdéhùn wàṣà o 9 mobile.
32 FM 94.9.
Studio time check, 19 minutes past 6, 32 FM 94.9, your laughter station. Welcome once again to the Break It On newspaper review. If you just joined the program, good morning to you. I am OLUTAYO, OGUNADE. We'll go straight now to the analysis. Gbemi, good morning to you once again.
Good morning to you.
All right.
Yeah, okay, this first story I'm taking here says federal government threatens NAD as doctors begin strike after agreement, okay? The story reads, the National Association of Resident Doctors strike hit tertiary hospitals in the country hard on Thursday as they were overwhelmed by a large number of patients, many of whom were not attended to. The Punch correspondents who monitored the strike, which began on Thursday, observed that although the health institutions deployed consultants in attending to patients, the specialists could not cope with the number of patients who thronged the hospital. In some of them, where consultants could not cope with the heavy workload, patients whose cases were not emergencies were turned back. Federal government threatens NAD as doctors begin strike after agreement.
Let's say this one here from Daily Trust. Kaduna resident, I vomited blood after receiving COVID vaccine. A resident of Kaduna State identified as Anatu Tango has narrated how she bled from the nose and vomited blood after receiving COVID-19 vaccine. In a video trending online, the woman who sought treatment at Hasmed Specialist Hospital, Kaduna, narrated her experience. Although the woman said she took the vaccine at Kaduna South Secretariat, many linked it to the hospital. To distance the hospital from the controversy, the CMD, Dr. Patrick, addressed a news conference on Thursday. Austin Udumo is already on phone with us this morning. Good morning to you, Austin Udumo. Hello.
Hello, Tayo. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah. Good morning, Gbemi.
Good morning to you, Austin.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. All right, let me take the story. This one is in Vanguard newspaper and it says, Ebonyi massacre. Let's pray for God's intervention in Easter. PDP tells Ebonyi citizens. The People's Democratic Party in Ebonyi State called on members in the party and citizens of the state to utilize the opportunity provided by the Easter period to embark on fasting and prayer for the state. That's the Publicity Secretary of the party, Mr. Silas Joseph Onu, described as senseless the unfortunate killing of innocent rural dwellers by suspected herdsmen in Obegu, Amaezu, Nkalaha, and Umuhwali communities in the Ishelu local government area of the state. So once again, we have, the issue of farmers or herders, killing people. And this is from Ebonyi State, looking like it keeps going across the country from one part of the country to another. So every part of the country now has experienced one clash or the other when it comes to farmers-herders clashes.
You may also want to add this to your analysis. King of Soludo's security details adds to increasing attacks on police. Unknown gunmen on Wednesday killed 3 police officers attached to Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, former Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Charles Soludo, adding to an already worrisome trend. Mr. Soludo, an aspirant under the All Progressives Grand Alliance for the November the 6th governorship election in Anambra State, was...
As far as the November election is concerned, the stakes are high in that state. Political activity has started. If you also look at the level and the rate of attack against the military security formation, especially that of the police, in recent weeks in the southeast, it also called for question and a thorough action as far as the government is concerned. We really had to up the security situation in that state and in the southeast generally, because if you look at the isolated election that is coming, a lot of things will also come out to play as far as insecurity is concerned. So what government needs therefore to do is to up its game and ensure that every citizen, including Chukwuma Soludo, is well protected. Let police do thorough investigation. We can't continue to have a situation where police are now becoming a soft target, because that will be detrimental and the result will be counterproductive. You know, police is just recovering from the trauma they went through during the violent protest, the NSAS protest. So if you look at it, we have to look at issues that border on insecurity. So the government really needs to act fast. Then on the issue of Ebonyi killing, I think it was not only senseless, it is also dastardly that people would just be murdered. We must put things in right perspective. I don't think it is a good one to label it herders-farmer clashes. It is not about farmers clashing with herders. It's about some group of criminals who parade themselves as herders, who take the people's life at will. Because we never read or heard that there were clashes on the farm or what have you. These people just woke up and find dead bodies of their community members that were murdered in cold blood. So it is not as if there were clashes between farmers and herders. That is why, irrespective of wherever we come from, we must all come together to address this issue critically. Of course, the PDP has advocated in that state that we should pray, but the word of God also makes us to understand that prayer without work is dead. So we have to, apart from the issue of prayer, let government take its responsibility very seriously. The crucial responsibility of any government is to protect the lives and property of a citizen. Ordinary people can pray, well-meaning Nigerians can pray, but people in government, they should take action to end this issue of insecurity. It is becoming one too many all across the country that people will just wake up and find dead bodies later in their communities. So the government has to really wake up to its responsibility.
All right, still talking about security and insecurity. Yesterday, we got information that an NAF jet went missing in Borno State, and this is about over 24 hours now after the incident, and nothing has been said. I mean, nothing has been found, whether it is the jet itself or anything whatsoever. The Nigerian Air Force, jet deployed for an operation against Boko Haram is still missing 24 hours after it went off radar. No traces have been found since Wednesday, when the situation was reported in Borno State. Now, we claim we are fighting insurgency, and I'm not saying there wouldn't be, incidences like this, but then at the same time, does this look like we are making any headway?
Of course, we are making headway. A lot more still need to be done. We must give it to the Nigerian military. They are doing their best as far as this insurgency is concerned. It's a guerrilla warfare. It is not a conventional warfare. The issue of aircraft missing in the middle of a battle is not peculiar to Nigeria, and it is not something that is entirely impossible. The enemy actually brought down this plane, but because of maybe technical or mechanical error, this issue had to happen. So I believe in a matter of time, we are most likely going to discover the location of this aircraft. I don't think that is simply enough to dismiss the fact that the Nigerian military has been doing well in terms of the fight against Boko Haram. We've talked about change of strategy, which I think will be like a game changer, which I think the new service chiefs are also working tirelessly on that to ensure that we get victory at the end of the day. I'm also aware that the procurement of some equipment through a supplementary budget is already in the pipeline. The military will harmonize their position as far as the report is concerned to bring up the modality, especially for hardware equipment, what they need to transmit it to the president. And at the end of the day, we get National Assembly concurrence. We must do everything within our power to nip in the bud this protracted insurgency in the country. So I am optimistic that in no distant time, the Air Force jet will be discovered.
All right, let's see this one here. Arms deal appeal court quashes 2.1 billion naira money laundering charges against Raymond Dokpesi. Mr. Dokpesi is the second PDP's top figure since December 2020 to be freed by the Court of Appeal in Abuja regarding the charges of alleged diversion of armed funds by then NSA Sambo Dasuki. Olusametu was freed earlier. What do you feel about this?
Yes, I think there's a slight difference between that of Olusametu and Raymond Dokpesi. That of Olusametu was as a result of lack of a fair hearing by the trial judge. According to the appellate court, the trial judge, in his action and inaction, were suspected to have been biased with the view of not giving Olusametu proper fair hearing. So what the appellate court did in the case of Olusametu was to order a retrial and the case assigned to a new judge entirely who would discharge his duty without being biased in any way. Then it does not mean that Olusametu is off the hook yet. But for the case of Raymond Dokpesi, I think it's quite unfortunate. We have talked about several setbacks as the fight against corruption is concerned. This time around, it is not as if corruption is fighting back. It is because the anti-graft agency does not really know what it's doing, because you have to do diligent investigation before you put people on trial. What the appellate court simply did in the case of Raymond Dokpesi was that the EFCC could not substantially show cause. We have said the time without number, the court is not a Father Christmas. No matter...
of charges against some people now, is it that nothing was actually stolen? Or, I mean, what happened actually?
Of course, no. It is not as if nothing was actually stolen. It was lack of diligent prosecution as far as the EFCC is concerned in all of this case. That is why we have told the EFCC, rather than the media approach trial, carry out discreet investigation. Don't be too in a hurry to put people on that trial. Because when you hear some of these acquittal or discharges, it portends wrong signal. It makes it look as if these people never stole money. They actually stole money. There are evidences that these individuals actually took money that they cannot account for. And this one is as a result of a proceed of crime, which is like a slush fund for the procurement of arms. So it is not jubilation for some people that, they have been discharged and acquitted. It is because we do not have a vibrant prosecutor, especially on the part of the EFCC. Because what does it take to be able to establish valid proof of evidence against these individuals? So we have always said that there must be, don't forget, sometimes ago, Olusegun Obasanjo came out, I think about 5 years ago or so, that we need Ogologo lawyers. Can you remember?
That's right.
On the part of the EFCC, I think that is what we are lacking.
So are you saying that justice, Austin, are you saying that justice system is weak? You know, when you look at it side by side, the war against
the
corruption.
justice system is not only weak. I think there is a major challenge with the EFCC. We talked about this idea of convicting people in the court of public opinion before court gives judgment. So I think now that we have new leadership as far as the EFCC is concerned, they need to change their modus operandi, do diligent investigation, because the judge cannot give you justice without diligent investigation. You need to show cause beyond reasonable doubt, because the burden and the enormous of proof relies on you that you are prosecuting the case. So for me, I think I'm not really too happy that some people who either told should have had case to answer, their case has been discharged and acquitted. And I don't think the judges too has to be blamed.
It's looking like letting the big fish swim now, right?
Not necessarily so. It is because we have not done due diligence. That is the truth of the matter. Don't also forget, in some cases that we have been able to establish due diligence, some of them are still in jail, even as we speak now. But we need more people to actually be held responsible for the fund. Of course, there are evidences that funds were taken. Even Sambo Dasuki, as we speak now, is still standing trial. So how can you say that no fund was missing? Funds actually moved from one place to the other, which can be traced to be funds meant for the procurement of arms and ammunition for our military. But here we have today, EFCC has failed in their own primary function to carry out diligent investigation that will give us justice. So a lot of us look at these judges. We don't even know and bother to know what is at their disposal, the evidence before them. If you bring up evidence that cannot hold water, the court will not say, oh, because we feel that this fellow is guilty, we must sentence this fellow at all costs. So it's a very bad situation as far as the EFCC is concerned.
What problem have you identified with the administration of criminal justice in Nigeria?
Well, the administration of criminal justice is extremely slow. We brought the ACJA, Administration of Criminal Justice, as amended 2015. We thought that that would expedite the process. But as we speak right now, we still have some of these cases in perpetuity, a situation where some of them will linger for 12 years. Look at the case of Ojus Okalu, for example. It took the EFCC 12 years to get conviction, and because a judge who gave that sentence had already been promoted to a higher court, the Supreme Court had to set it aside for a retrial. So these are various setbacks. These are various challenges. I think we still need to overhaul the criminal justice system in Nigeria. One, to make it very fast, and two, to actually make it thorough, especially some areas of lacuna. Because if a lacuna is identified, that lacuna could be a case that the people standing trial will capitalize on to evade justice in the country. So I think the entire system also need to be looked at critically. And if you also look at the way justice is being served in Nigeria, we must expedite action. A justice delay is a justice denial. And in some cases that affect the common people, sentence is being handed down just like that. And Supreme Court once ruled that the idea of frivolous court injunction must be stopped. Look at those injunctions and also concurrently look at the subject matter, which is the trial process entirely. So I think we need to do more. Don't forget the Supreme Court Justice that just retired, Olabode Rosebibor of Lagos, did say that there are areas of lacuna, especially in Supreme Court judgment, that serve as precedent. So that is suggestive of the fact that a whole lot still needs to be done in the administration of criminal justice system. But unfortunately, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, confers protection even on suspected criminals.
All right, Justin.
So it's another major challenge.
Let's quickly observe a commercial break. When we return, we'll take this particular one and we'll open the phone lines. Nigerians without NIN risk 14-year jail terms as federal government.
Yellow! This na public announcement to our dear customer dem. As NCC don talk am, MTN go start to link your national identification number (NIN) to the information wey you provide during your SIM registration. To make this linking matter easy for you, na 2 ways dey available o. Make you log on to my MTN app or dial *785*NIN#. If you no get national identification number, visit this website www.nimc.gov.ng to find the registration center wey near you pass. If you don't register for NIN but forget the NIN number, dial *346# with the phone number where you take register for NIN. Abeg o, remember say apart from your main MTN SIM, you go link all your MTN SIM dem with the MTN network, one after the other. Whether na the one you dey use for data or the ones that you take dey make call. If you no wan more disconnect you, make you register all your lines dem with NIN before January 19, 2021.
Moments can be ordinary. It's what we make of them that really matter. Make the best of every moment, every day, like super moms do with Indomie. Moments to laugh with Indomie. Moments to share with Indomie.
Laugh Matters with Benga Adeinka and friends returns with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Featuring Nigeria's finest Q Dot, Vector, Amababa, Dr. Smart, Azados, Mike Abdul, Baba Laria, Larry J, Beteru, Fabulous PC, Remote, Dr. Whiteberry, Paul the Good Guy, Olympia, Shete, Nepa Boys, Yemi Elesho, Barry J, BJ Sachs, Baptista, and many more. Date, Easter Sunday, April 4th, Jogger Center, 3 p.m. Ticket, 3K, 5K, 10K, 250K, 500K. Tickets available at Hanson's Palms Mall, Ultima Restaurants, Ace Supermarkets, Grand X Stores, and online at AreaTickets.com. Buy any tickets and stand a chance to win a plot of land courtesy Revolution Plus Properties, powered by Mortina, supported by Cruiser Lounge and Bistro, Extension Publication, and the Your State Government media partners.
32 FM.
We are observing all COVID-19 protocols. No face mask, no entry. Laugh Matters with Benga Adeinka and friends. Expect the unexpected.
Guy, what's in the make you scatter house like this, eh?
I beg, you help me see my Airtel SIM.
I carry and give Sade yesterday, but you know they use am again now.
Yay! You don't carry my bonus give landlord picking. Now today you go pack out.
On top Airtel SIM?
Yes, so if you don't reach 15 days where you never use your Airtel SIM, go find them now. Because why? Obonga will full on top of. Hey, get 2,000 naira airtime plus extra 200 MB for just 200 naira. The more you recharge, the more you are woofo. To begin enjoy this awoof, just dial *241*7#. Terms and conditions, Joe.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
32 FM
94.9.
All right, welcome back. It's still the Breakdown newspaper review on 32 FM 94.9. We analyzed some stories already, and now we're getting to this one that says Nigerians without NIN risk 14 years imprisonment. The federal government has disclosed that over 51 million Nigerians have so far enrolled for the national identity number, that's the NIN. The Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, Issa Pantami, made the disclosure yesterday, and he warned that Nigerians risk being between 7 to 14 years of imprisonment as prescribed by the Constitution if they fail to obtain the NIN registration, adding that government would not allow citizens to enjoy services without an identified number.
Hello, Hostin.
Hello, yes,
Okay.
I'm still there.
Are you sure this particular one wasn't April Fool? You know, it came on the 1st of April.
When I read it, that was what I thought, but up to now, it has not been deleted or debunked by the National Identity Card Management. If you look at what the government is proposing, I think government want to coerce the people at all costs. NIM or National Identity Card is a means of national identification that should be gotten by every Nigerian. However, it should be an ongoing process. Don't forget there is a High Court ruling in Lagos that ruled expressly that the federal government cannot suspend or penalize those without this NIM. I don't know why the government is in a rush. If you jail people who do not possess NIM for between 7 to 14 years, what do you now do to corrupt politicians? Those that have destroyed the system, those who destroy our health sector, those who destroy our roads, those who destroy our economy. Will you going to be killing them through firing squads? So that is what we talk about. I don't know what is in the mind of these people once they get into government. How can you propose a jail time between 7 to 14 years for those who will not have NIM? If you think that this NIM is now sacrosanct to enjoy any benefit from the government, then so be it. It means that if you don't have, you are not going to enjoy such benefit. The truth of the matter is that some Nigerians will ask this morning, what are even the benefits that we derive from the government? So we just talked about the issue of Dr. Sina. We just talked about the issue of OLUTAYO. We just talked about corruption issues in Nigeria. Some of them are in the Senate. I know in the home of Dr. Sina this morning, there will be jubilation, there will be party galore. And this is the same country we all live in. And the Nigerian government is proposing jail time for common people who will not possess NIM for between 7 to 14 years. And the Ministry of Communication is making the issue a complex one, because they are also saying that without NIM, you can't vote and be voted for. I don't know where they are getting this directive or this law from. The law makes it clear that INEC supervises and conducts elections in Nigeria, and the means of identification for INEC registration as a voter includes birth certificate, national identity card, or national passport. There is nowhere it is sacrosanct that you must have NIM before you can vote as a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So I think the president needs to call Issa Patami to order, because I think he wants to be Minister General as far as this case is concerned, just dishing out directives, saying things that are not in tandem with our law. So that proposition of jail time will not work. It won't fly in the country. Let them give ample time and do jingles. Let them encourage people to go and register. Are you aware that Nigerians are being extorted now? Go to various NIM centers, people pay as much as 4,000.
It will still come out to say it was misquoted. Definitely. If you have 189 million subscribers and you just have 50 or 51 people already registered on NIN, it means you need to build more...
database?
No, not database, where to keep defaulters.
Okay. True.
Or corporate.
Or could this be a threat to, just to make Nigerians go out to obtain the NIN? Because I know some people that extend it till next year, they have vowed they are never going to do it.
But why is the NIMC also aware that the centers are extorting people? I tell you, go around some of these centers in Ibadan. Apart from the fact that we do not observe COVID-19 protocols, they are also extorting our people. Should that always be the case? Should the common man always suffer for any government policy? Like I told you earlier the other time, the telecom sector, for example, is one of the sectors that is doing relatively well in the country. And I don't know the reason why government wants to kill this sector again. So I think government really has to think twice. Let it be an ongoing thing. Encourage Nigerians to register, because every Nigerian actually needs to get this registration done. Some people will also ask you, how many times are we going to be registering? We queue for BVN, we did some other thing, and now we are doing NIM. So the government really has to work it out. The idea of a jail term for those who will not partake in this, I think it is uncalled for, because there is a caveat already. If you don't have it, you don't enjoy government benefits. And if you want to enjoy government benefits, you go and get it. So some of these benefits, I think every Nigerian will want to define it. What has government done for us? What do they intend to do for us?
Generally speaking, when the government comes out with initiatives like this, you expect that we have something or a system called the National Orientation Agency. What is their place in cases like this?
Yes, it is the role of the National Orientation Agency to sensitize the people on the need to get this. And you must simplify the process. Let there be replication of these processes across every nook and cranny of the country, not a situation where people will go and converge. These things can even be validated through the means of technology. If you have an Android phone, I don't see any reason why you should not be able personally to register for your national identity number on the internet. But we have a situation in Nigeria, anything that we want to do, we must cluster around. We must fight around. Because of limited center, officials will now capitalize on that to extort the people. For driver's license, we have to go to a designated center and queue. They will use us to make money. For voter cards, we have to go to a designated center to queue. They will use us to make money. Now again, it is NIN. And the worst aspect of it is that somebody somewhere is saying that Nigerians are going to be put into jail for not having this number. I think that will not work.
All right. Thank you, Osino Dumo.
Thank you for having me.
Have a great Easter ahead, right?
Thank you. And you too.
Okay. On YouTube, we have this one from Omar Talani Abiola Mubasharon. It is quite unfortunate the society we find ourselves as a nation, instead of providing the people need for the people's need, the federal government is issuing threats to our citizens with 14 years imprisonment for not having NIN. Very shameful. Okay, let's go on a short break. We'll be back to take more calls.
Hey, now your house be this. It shock you. Hey, Takichi, make I show you my double-door fridge. You never see anything, no. How una take manage am? New house, new fridge. I beg, show me the road, oh. Hey, my sister. Now landlord wahala, now carry me go discover Adron Homes and Properties, oh. Adron Homes and Properties, now real estate company. We get integrity. I beg, talk to me. My husband come to give me money, oh. Before you know, no. We don't own our own home. Adron Homes come give us key, give us fridge. Everything just changed for us. Hey!
Yes, so you selfie top up your family fund this Easter with only 25,000 naira initial deposit. Constantly spread your balance between 12 to 36 months with plenty gift way buckle for grab. Oh yeah, sharply call Adron Homes on 0703 040 2305 or 0803 394 8424.
32 FM
94.9.
All right, welcome back. Thank you very much for staying on the other side. I think we should also not forget there was an incident early yesterday morning, Wednesday into Thursday. We had an event where allegedly customs officials were at Bodija Market in Ibadan. And something similar, in a similar development, it also happens in Ikotun in Lagos State. And then, Nigerians are still venting regarding this particular incident. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, my name is Adeshi Yola from UI. What is important to me in life, about in all these news, is my own security and that of my people. I want to go to Ebonyi State. If you look at those people that are being attacked, mostly by these herdsmen, they are increasing control states majorly. Look at how our government is trying to prevent them. Because they are not in government here, they don't have free access. We are dealing with them. Fine, they are trying, but because the government is not through them, we are dealing with them. Look at everybody. The government has come to their party. and they are still now have access to the state. Look at Imo State, the same thing. Look at the State, the same thing. Look at my state in Ondo State, the same thing. Thank God for those who voted for PDP in Oyo State. Those are the best of today.
All right, thank you for your contribution. Also, apart from extorting as much as 4,000 naira to register for the NIN, from information I gathered, I'm told they register only about 15% a day. Won't that encourage extortion? Okay, he's asking the question there, making his own point. 009-7000-949. I feel it's unethical for the customs to leave borders, airports, seaports, and roads leading to these areas for market areas to loot rice. He said, they said rice did not fly into Lagos markets. No, it's because the customs have failed on their duty. Let them be mindful of these mentioned areas and leave marketplaces alone, for they are not borders. Nigeria needs peace. Achibri fan. I got a message. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Tayo.
Good morning, John.
Good morning.
Right.
Happy Easter in advance.
What you're saying?
Yeah, I just want to say about ASAP and Tami. 50 million have registered. How many balance do we have? What kind of prison yard are they going to build for others?
Oh, okay. Please try reach us again.
No, I think he made his point already.
Oh, interesting.
Deliberately left
I think it was the same point you made earlier. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. I think you from Agbo.
All right, please go ahead.
I want to comment on the threat issued by South Pantam, the communication minister. What about the killings that are going across the country by the headers? No threats. We asked the government to declare Boko Haram, the bandits, as terrorists. They didn't declare them as terrorists, but to be issuing threats that they are going to jail people who don't have NI for 14 years. What kind of country are we? God will help us out to.
All right, thank you for your contribution. 09062000949. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
This is the voice of John in just one second. Let me thank Ultimate for this morning, but let me just remind him concerning with this and next trial. Just Naba was actually badgered by every standard of definition during his trial. I monitor everything, even though we are in Ghana. And on High Chief Raymond of the question I want to ask, what was his offense? Yes, FCC actually carried out investigation, but evidence of ground does not support the charges against Raymond Johnson. Evidence sufficient to accuse a person of having committed the offense is all that is necessary. His prosecution was political, and the power of court to prevent abuse of process includes the power to safeguard and achieve from oppression and prejudice. Such as will result if he is sent to trial for such kind of information which discloses no offense, which is in any way linked. I am referring you to Quarterly Law Report of Nigeria, Volume 1, 1987, page 9. John Njoku is my name.
Thank you very much, Mr. John Njoku. 09062000-949. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, okay.
Good morning.
Thank you. I just asked that same question now because I'm still asking. So from information, they say 4,000 naira they are extorting. Now the question now is how many people do they register in a day? I was told that they register as low as 15 in a day, 15 or 20. Please, let's ask us, is that not going to encourage the extortion? And like somebody rightly asked, Austin also did. Oh, I think it was Tayo. Maybe they will create more prison centers where they will put the 130-something million people that they will keep. I don't know. Do they ever reason when they talk? These are questions we should ask them. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
09062000949 to drop your comments. Good morning to you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Olu from LA.
Go on, sir.
Yeah, you see, the issue of Dokwesi, I think I see it political, just like one of the callers said. Because that case to me is complete a business transaction. This man, they placed a bet with his company and they paid. We actually led to a contract. we have offer, we have acceptance, and of course consideration. So by the time they say they want, and he shied them, and they agree. So why would you now turn around to say he stole the money and whatnot? I see it as political, just as the characteristic of this government. They just want to blackmail everybody. Hey, he's a thief, he's a thief. Please, as far as I'm concerned, I think the court is doing the right thing in the operative case. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much. I think those are all the calls.
Perspective
yes,
to that story.
To the story. And I think what I was going to say when earlier when Austin was analyzing is, it looks like all the systems in the country needs total overhaul. And you're wondering, where do we even start from? Even the judiciary, health sector, everywhere. We just need to overhaul almost everything.
Well, so like I always say, God help Nigeria.
God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much for joining us. To all those who called, text messages, those who joined on YouTube, thank you very much. My name is GBEMISOLA SOYEMI. Have a great day and enjoy your weekend.
Good morning to you. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE.
The station admired by other radio stations. 32 FM 94.9.
Show me your 32.